Six shot at memorial, including toddler, police say. Police in North Carolina say 6 people were injured in a shooting during a memorial, including a toddler who was shot 6 times. This is from the Associated Press. I'm reading from wacotrib.com, and this was published on October 24th, 2022. Let's go to Oxford, North Carolina. 6 people were injured in a shooting during a memorial in North Carolina, including a toddler who was shot 6 times, police said. Oxford police officers responded around 9:30 p.m. Saturday for a report of shots fired and found 6 people suffering from gunshot wounds, police said in a statement on Facebook. Oxford is about 35 miles or 55 kilometers north of Raleigh. Police Chief Pat Ford said the shooting happened as a crowd gathered for a celebration of life for someone who was killed recently in a car crash, news outlets reported. The victims, ranging in age from 18 months to 64 years, were taken to hospitals, police said. I would like to say this is random, Ford said. Who targets an 18-month-old child? Ford said the 18-month-old child was shot 6 times and remains in intensive care, and the 64-year-old also remains hospitalized. WRAL-TV reported. The other 4 victims were treated and released from hospitals. Oxford Police and the State Bureau of Investigation are investigating the shooting. Commissioner Brian Cohn, who lives nearby, heard the gunshots, WTVD-TV reported. Cohn said he was on the scene of the shooting after it happened and saw people trying to get out of the area. It was like a war zone. The screaming, the horror that was taking place is not something you'd expect to see in a small town, Cohn said. It really bothers me to no end when I hear people say this all the time. I can't believe this happened here. I can't believe this happened in this community. It can happen literally anywhere in America. As I've been covering mass shootings across the United States, they happen literally in every place you can imagine. We see it in our own eyes. This shooting, unfortunately, though it is extremely heinous, extremely evil, extremely sick, this will not get as much mainstream media attention because it's happening in a small part of the country that most Americans have never heard of or never want to go to. Meanwhile, the other mass shooting that happened today, the one in St. Louis, is going to get a lot of mainstream attention because it's a school shooting. So, of course, all the politicians will come out and talk about it. But politicians should be talking about this. The right-wing conservative leaders of North Carolina, because North Carolina is a very red state. The guys who are so pro-life and they love telling women what to do with their bodies and how they want to protect unborn life have nothing to say about the gun violence that very well might take the life of this toddler who was shot 6 times. An 18-month-old baby shot 6 times. And people are silent. Nobody says anything about this. All lives really don't matter in the United States because we can hear about a toddler getting shot 6 times, and it's only on the Waco Tribune Herald. It's not on CNN. It's not on Fox News. We're too busy fighting each other rather than actually trying to solve the issue of gun violence. For anybody who's going to watch this video and accuse me of being a Democrat shill, I'm not a Democrat, number one. Number two, for anybody who's going to watch this video and say the people who did the shooting got their guns illegally, where do you think illegal guns come from? Is Russia airdropping them? Is North Korea sending them in tankers and ships for us to pick them up off the shores? No, illegal guns come from the legal gun market, which fuels the black market. So if there is an illegal gun problem in your city, your state, your county, your community, your country, United States, that means there is a legal gun problem. We're not like how we treat the rest of the world, where we export weapons to Mexico and Central America and Latin America and other parts around the world, where we cause the violence over there by sending them a bunch of weapons and airdropping them over there. No, all the weapons in the United States, we buy ourselves. We buy them ourselves. We produce this murder ourselves, and we allow our children literally to get shot. Thirdly, for anybody who's going to watch my channel and accuse me of clout chasing, accuse me of just trying to monetize this, tragedy. I am not trying to monetize any tragedy. I'm here to speak up for human life. My YouTube channel is not monetized. I do not ask for donations. My YouTube channel will probably never get monetized because of the content I cover, and that's okay. I see what is happening in the United States, and it would be immoral for me not to speak up. It would be wrong for any of us to not try to do something to save human life. I'm filming this video in Africa right now. I'm a Black American traveling abroad, but I still have compassion for the people that I love in America because I have family there, I have friends there, and I would hate for them to suffer from gun violence. And I don't want to see any Americans, any people across the planet at all suffer from gun violence. Let's make our country great. Let's make our country safe. Let's actually try to save human life and abolish the Second Amendment, ideally. All lives matter. My name is Simon Hill. Peace.